Hello and welcome to Law and Order SVU here on FANVERSATION. I'm Yael Tygiel. That's Felicia Michelle. That's Taylor Gates. Hello, everybody.
Hello, darling.
Oh, I see we're back with the accents,
today.
Felicia.
Sorry.
Do the whole show like that, actually.
Don't tempt me.
Love it. This is season 27, episode 3, A Vicious Circle. First and foremost, if you are in a situation where you need help, if you are assaulted, please reach out to RAINN, RAINN. Their number is 1-800-656-4673, 1-800-656-4673. What does that spell?
Hope.
It spells hope. If this is your first time watching us, you're in for a treat. Welcome. If this is not your first time, then you also were waiting to see what Felicia did.
Don't come back, voice. I'm so under the weather. I have a robe on. I'm sick. So I'm not here to fight.
I can't wait till she starts fighting. As you may or may not know, this show, Law and Order SVU, deals with serious issues. Sometimes things are dark. And when that happens, we on the SVU podcast, we make light. And I consider this your content warning because I guarantee I'm going to say some shit this episode. I'm sure everyone's watching this being like, oh, Yael's got some shit to say about that. And you're right, I do. Again, this is season 27, episode 3. Here is the quick cap. Bruno suspects a bomb was planted in a lab destroying DNA evidence, and Benson takes on a murder investigation related to the bombing. Felicia, what did you think of this episode?
I thought about you when I was watching it for sure. I really enjoyed this one. I really did. I don't know if we're doing out of 10s right now. I'm going to give it a 7.75 out of 10. I really did like it.
Amazing. And to answer your question, I don't know that we ever set any sort of rules. You can rate this out of whatever you want. Taylor, what did you think?
I'm going to do the letterbox rating, say 3.5 out of 5, which is pretty much the same thing as what Felicia said. So much happened. I honestly had a little bit of trouble keeping it straight, but again, that could be because I am on Excedrin again. But I did like that it went a lot of twisty and turny directions, and we had some really good lines, and Velasco's gone. So pretty good stuff.
Oh, dang.
He's fine. I've gone to love him. Not love. I've gone to tolerate him. Wow. And sometimes like him on my screen, but I don't think I'm going to miss him so much. He was fine. You know what I mean? He was fine.
Well, let's start with the Velasco stuff. Because as you may have noticed watching this right now, this is episode 3 we're discussing, and the show itself is at episode 7, I believe. So you're probably going, wait, what happened with Velasco? In the first episode, Velasco and Bruno are looking for Finn's gun because Finn's gun got taken. In the second episode, and at the end of that episode, he randomly gets pulled over and gets in a car with some people. In the next episode, he goes undercover for a minute and tells Benson that he apologizes, and she was like, whatever, we're good. And now he's like, oh no, I'm being called into the principal's office. And she's like, whatever, we're good. And the principal, Chief Tynan, says, hey, you're going to go with the DEA now, which is something that I thought we established last episode, which was a theory that we had 2 episodes ago. But okay. And he leaves us for San Diego. That's the arc of this. Remember when he was supposed to leave at the end of last season and they gave him a big send-off where he got promoted? And we were like, that's nice.
That's okay. That's the other thing where I'm like, bye, because I already made my peace with it. You know what I mean? We've already done this. It was Boy Who Cried Wolf. Like, you already got the send-off, and you already got any amount of sadness I might have had. You got that already. So it's time for you to go now.
It seems like there isn't any sadness there, Taylor. I don't detect any.
Listen. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing, because I had to say goodbye to Kat. I had to say goodbye to Muncie. That was sadness, right? This guy, I'm like, fine. You already got rid of my girlies. Like, we can get rid of this dude too.
I will say this. The only reason upon rewatch, the only reason I felt like it was necessary to have this long-winded thing is because of the way that the chief handles it. When she is like, come on into my office, shut the door. And he's like, listen, I was in between a rock and a hard place. So she's like, you're not in trouble. We're just gonna have a chat. And then she says, this is one of the best parts of my job, helping everyone achieve their goals. Ma'am, that is passive aggressive.
It was sinister.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it just adds another layer into the, can we trust her? Does she have, the right intentions? Does she have the same heart posture that our squad does? Is she like that? Like it was very, are you about to offer him a job? Are you about to off him? What are you about to do? Does that come in? Let's have a chat. That was I wrote the scariest line in the show. Like, that wasn't comforting at all. Anytime everyone said, let's have a chat, it's never been good in my life. Anytime someone said, let's have a chat, anxiety. I'm actually, my armpits are sweating now thinking about the line. Seriously. Or it could be the sickness, but yeah.
I was like, take a fever reducer.
I'm my best friend right now.
Everyone on the show is medicated today.
Not the good shit though. Nothing wine altering.
Right.
I think
I need a little something else, but
friends. I don't like it when I have to be the one to bring us back.
You started it, babe. You started it. So let's not play that game.
It's not the point.
That's the point. Move on.
Moving on. He's moving to San Diego. He seems excited about it. He points out, I don't like the way that they went over our heads, but everything worked out in the end for him, which, sure. That seems, as Felicia said, sinister for sure.
I think they wanted us to feel more sad about his departure, and we didn't, but because we've seen the same kind of thing play out from character to character. They come into the squad, they don't understand SVU, then they come to understand it, then they're like, oh, this is actually really important work, and I'm so invested in this, and oh my God. And then it's like, oh wait, I get a chance to leave. Pew! Like, besides Kat, like, they all were excited to go. Her ending didn't make any sense. I have her in my notes too, and dearly miss her. But it just, again, it was just like, okay, like, I mean, I think he's nice to look at, but
again,
Taylor, confirm or deny?
She's not into it.
I don't care. He's objectively sure. I'm the Sarah Paulson, you know this. We've just said this.
Great.
Yeah. Let's talk about this episode's case and whatnots. We start with Griffin struggling with the concept of holding semen. Now, this is important because last episode, when he was reading the rape kit, he struggled with, I believe, saying the words semen. So, like,
grow up.
You are a grown-ass man. I'm gonna make a guess here that you produce semen. You should get over it.
Also, you've touched it. I'm sorry. We all
like on your leg.
Be for real right now. Be for real right now.
Yes.
You have touched it.
My notes were that how is masculinity this fragile? He's mashed potatoes. He's soft. And of all the damn nicknames for sperm, crotch melt.
It was great.
That was homophobic towards me. Actually, you should not be saying that. You should not be subjecting me to that.
Oh my God.
So when the bomb goes off, I definitely thought we were going in a people bombing abortion clinics route. And I appreciated that, one, that was their assumption. After they were like, I don't think the guy that we're coming to collect a sample for would go to this length, but who knows? I appreciate that they were like, yeah, I think this might be something else. And I'm glad and very surprised that that wasn't the storyline, because it's again, this season, if we're just looking at the first 3 episodes, but this season has been doing a lot of, this feels very familiar to you, and then we're going to go somewhere else. And I am so here for that.
We love a twist and turn.
We do. Let's talk about the interrogation in the water bottle. Neither of you liked it? I thought it was so funny.
It was hilarious. I just wrote, like, what a big dummy. Like, you called the play and then you ran their play, like, of the ops.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that was the moment I was like, you got to know he's too stupid for this. Like, you got to know that he's not intelligent enough for this. And also, I thought it was hilarious that his coworker just drove off. Like, yeah, I'm leaving you. Bye. See ya. Like, it's bad enough you're already riding on the back of a garbage truck and then you got left. What a life.
Agree.
Also, I totally understood your sports analogy there.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I was really proud too. It was very clear to me what you were saying, and I so thank you for helping others understand what the scene was.
Anytime.
All right, this took us to really truly the highlight of this episode, an organization I was not aware of, a movement I was not aware of, and I am fascinated by the antinatalists that believe that procreation is unethical. They are essentially a death cult.
I think, I don't know if they're a death cult. I would say that they're the end of humanity cult. Like, because I don't think they're maybe that one guy is okay with death. But I went and looked this up too, because I was like, is this like real? Like, what is this? What are their motivations? Like, why does it? And it's, I don't want to steal your thunder, y'all, because I'm sure you did your research too, but it's like antinatalists are folks that believe humans shouldn't have children. The point is that they believe life inevitably involves suffering, and that is unethical to create a new person who cannot consent to being born. And how many times do you tell your mom, I didn't ask to be here? You know, how many times we said, I didn't ask to be here? And I was like, damn, valid.
100%. I am shocked that this exists. I am fascinated by it.
Found your people?
I have not. I'm going to be clear on this. I don't think in and of itself that procreation is unethical. I do not believe that. Did I appreciate one of the greatest lines ever said, which is, have you considered having kids? And can I convince you otherwise? Brilliant.
And it was said to the right person too.
Yes. I love this group. I don't agree with their things. I think oddly, my thought watching this group, and this is, again, I gave you a content warning, and of course I'm not supporting or saying anyone should do this. I do not encourage this, but this group feels like they should just all kill themselves. Like, if they don't want to be alive, then I don't even see the purpose of them trying to continue their message, because they're living and using up resources and hurting the earth. So if your belief is that we shouldn't be alive, then why are you still alive? You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I think their reasoning is that they are minimizing damage, I guess. Like, they're staying alive. So if one person can convince 10 people to not have kids, then that's they're doing more good than harm. You know what I mean? That's what I assume their rationale probably is.
Sure. It reminded me of any other organization or religion, street preaching, where they may be doing something like the street preachers who shout about how you suck and you should be better and you should, you're going to hell and you're the worst. And it's like, you're preaching that everyone should be better, but you're a piece of crap. So it's the same where they're like, you shouldn't be alive, but I should be alive to tell you shouldn't be alive.
It's odd. I didn't know that was and now I want to find out more about these people. Like, just what is your motivation? What is your, how do you get up every morning if you just feel like I didn't ask to be born? And because it sounds like, no, I'm sorry, I'm making a big assumption here, but it sounds like if that is an ideology that you identify with, because you believe that life is full of suffering and people did not consent to be born, that you are a person who is suffering and maybe are depressed and you don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up with the motivation to tell people that don't bring anybody else here. I mean, I don't know. It's just a little odd. Maybe there's some type of
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of crazy though is this is sort of the opposite of people who are very pro-life, right? I'm sorry. People who are very pro-life though, like care about people having the babies, but then don't care after they're born. Yeah. Whereas this group doesn't want you to have the baby, but once you're on the earth, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they don't seem to want you like gone. Like, it's just kind of like, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting.
We're a genius.
I don't know who I'd rather be friends with.
I'll tell you this.
I think of these people. Sorry.
I'll tell you this. According to our friend Kirk, the hottest girls are in both of those groups.
That's true.
The pro-choice and the pro-life.
I just think that's kind of interesting because it seems like I mean, we don't know much about them, like actually what they believe, but it seems like when you're on this earth, like they're pretty chill about it and like want you to be fine, but they don't want you to have babies. Where I'm just saying.
Oh my, that's your genius. That is
yeah.
I love that.
That's an interesting point to be raised.
Definitely. I will say this whole part of the episode with the antinatalists and Kirk and his, chasing young women, and then literally he killed Autumn. What? Like all of that and them solving that murder was so good and fascinating and and then I went, wait, that isn't even the case. That has nothing to do with the case that we're here for. And the case that we are here for, which we thought was the rapist trying to hide his DNA, maybe anti-abortion people, maybe anti-fertility people, maybe these anti-natalist people. No, it's literally her lawyer's a greedy piece of shit.
That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of, like, this was like 3 episodes in 1 episode.
Stop believing white men because they're well dressed and in a nice office.
I've never done that, but you're right.
Let's just stop. I mean, I'm so serious when I say this because we are conditioned that certain things mark someone as successful and as credible, and those things are whiteness, maleness, and what we view as success. He's a lawyer in this very nice office that wasn't even his office. Mm-hmm. And really, you are actually a cokehead. Surprise,
Hey,
a broke cokehead.
Hey, you can find traces of powder anywhere in this city. Okay.
And he was a broke cokehead.
Well, yeah, because look, Whitney told you crack is cheap. Cocaine costs money. Cocaine is not cheap. Told you that.
I want to ask you guys about Carisi's, felt like he was being personally attacked because this man was a lawyer. That felt storyline-wise out of place to me. Right? Like, I think if Carisi had known him or had worked with him or had been friends with him, but the fact that he was just a lawyer and Carisi was like, how could he? A lawyer? That felt weird, right?
Right. Like, you've seen how many dirty cops?
I literally said that.
To break it to you.
But then I thought, I was like, have we seen a murderous lawyer? We've seen a drunk attorney. We've seen obviously bad cops and bad detectives. Have we ever met a murderous lawyer before? Have we?
We have a lawyer who specifically, he was a lawyer at the halfway house for criminals. He was their defense attorney. He was the one who was doing the crime of his client. Every other crime or every other rape was him, and he was framing his client for all of them. The lawyer was played by Scott Grimes, I believe. And I met him at Comic-Con and told him I loved his SVU episode, obviously. And he said that he got a call where they were like, we wrote an episode and we have a character we think you'd be perfect for. And he was like, what is it? And they went, a lawyer who frames his own clients for rape. So yes, we have had lawyers that suck.
But not a murderous one,
He did
right?
murder. He murdered her.
He murdered? Okay.
Rape and murder, yeah.
Disgusting.
So again, Carisi was undercover in that episode, I believe. I feel like that might be the one where he was undercover in the halfway house and he gets beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway,
Sorry. I'm laughing at my notes.
Go on.
Because the young girl, there is just, and this is like a really, honestly, like I say a lot of things that I think are funny, but I'm so serious about this. Young women need to be careful about old fucking losers. And that's the only way I can put it. Because he told her he did all these things and he was this great person. Now he ran this thing and how he ran has set a record in school and all this other stuff. And Olivia's like, he couldn't even outrun the detectives. What are you talking about? And it's like these old men are losers and they cannot trick women who are their age because they didn't seen it all, they didn't heard it all, and they target young women who believe in something deeply and act like they believe that. And it's disgusting. And also I was like, I wrote down, how did you let him get up on top of you? And I said, great. And then I said, great thing he has no plans to reproduce. And then I find out that you actually have reproduced. And I'm like, that's like an atheist coming and taking communion at my church. That doesn't make any sense. You're antinatalist and you got somebody pregnant.
I just want to assume, not him, obviously, but a real antinatalist man had a vasectomy. And if your partner hasn't, then that should be your test, 20-something-year-old who doesn't think ahead. Literally, great. Let's say he's giving you all these claims about his life. Did he have a vasectomy? Easy test right there.
He lives in a RV in New York. And that's all you need to know.
I want to give some actor shout outs because there were some great performances. Mark Olson, which is the murderer, and the coke addict / divorce attorney, was played by Norbert Leo Butz. That last name might be pronounced Boots, but I'm pronouncing it Butz. Norbert Leo Butz. Kirk, our creep, was played by Daniel Raymont. This is a repeat offender. He was in season 14, episode 10, Presumed Guilty. Loudon, the 20-something that he was sleeping with, is Jonah Diaz-Watson. Dr. Mukherjee was played by Sweta Keswani. Her husband, incredible performance, Chris Clemente, was played by Paul Robert Williams III. Really good performance. Anybody else you guys think need some shout outs?
I just want to clap for everybody because I could not stand any of them and they did such a good job. And no, I'm serious because how many actors have we all talked to and they talk about when they play a villain, it's totally different. And that's where I'm like, if I can't stand you after I cut off the TV or after the next scene, I think about, you did a really great job. And so I think that's like a compliment, really. I feel like it is. I will say though, when I saw Mr. Clemente, I out loud was like, black. I was like, what? I didn't expect him to be black. Don't ask me why I didn't expect that. But I was like, what? And I was like, no way. I was like, he didn't do it. Well, really, when he was like, go ahead and take a look. And also his reaction to, we've seen so many reactions to, the death of their spouse, to know when someone is in real life and in the show, when someone is really actually sad or taken aback by it, and then when they are probably involved.
Agreed. Really incredible performance. Let's move on to best lines. Taylor, I assume you have plenty, so we'll start.
Yeah.
All right, Felicia, give us one.
Okay. So this is what being an SVU detective is: transporting bodily fluids.
Nice. In that same scene, I have just crotch milk noted because loved it. And you had a romantic affair with a plastic cup. Felicia, you got another one?
I do. Wait, sorry. The only time people will meet face to face is to commit murder.
Yep.
Loved that.
It's a good one. I have consider condoms next time. Just a thought to a pregnant woman. Felicia?
Got something, frozen treat. The gun.
The gun.
In parentheses, I put that should have been a Finn line. Because I feel like there's multiple lines that have different squad members have been saying. And oh my God, this Sudafed got my brain all crazy. I thought there's other lines that people should have been saying that are his lines that they've been saying, like that comedic relief, those little punches. So I was like, I feel like that would have been a line that he would have said if he was a part of the active investigation.
Totally.
And then speaking of Finn, because we love him, I don't recall inviting you over here for my Love Island watch party. And that's testament to the show always staying current, like them always staying in real time with the time that they're in. So I thought that was cool.
Love it. I have the unborn get to stay unborn. Nobody asked me if I wanted to exist. And that continued with, I wouldn't wish life on anybody.
Jesus.
I feel seen. Any more, Felicia?
No, that's all I got.
All right, Taylor, take it away. What did we miss?
Only 3. You guys got most of mine, but I can't believe no one said they'll be lining up to lick your light stick. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think he fell off the wagon and took every bottle of Macallan on the way down. Get him. And finally, I hinted at it earlier, but it's New York City. You can find traces of powder anywhere is an incredible defense.
Have you considered having kids? And can I convince you otherwise?
Yeah.
I think there were some great lines that I would absolutely try to use in real life. Amazing. Before we get to shower thoughts, I have an update on last week's discussion. We were talking a little bit about Silva, and someone named Desiree, I believe, left a comment on our YouTube to let us know that the actress who played Silva is half Colombian, and is now currently on the show FBI.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Stay busy.
Yeah. Speaking of comments, as you know, we are available on most all podcast platforms. You're probably listening to us on one or watching us on YouTube or watching us on Spotify. And if you are on iTunes and you like us, you can give us 5 stars. If you don't like us, give us 4 stars. The other stars, look, iTunes is broken. That's just all you got to know. If you don't like us,
Apple
let us know.
Podcast. You are aging yourself. We don't say iTunes no more. Apple Podcasts.
Is it not iTunes?
Apple Podcasts.
That tells you where I listen to my podcast is not there.
Well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know that either. I don't use it.
Well, no, I got a good friend who's Gen Z. Shouts to Aaliyah, and I literally said, I was like, I downloaded that song on my iTunes. She was like, Apple Music, and I was like, well, let me just oil up my hip and just sorry. I'm sorry. I'm old.
Okay, I'm going to defend you and us in this situation because I'm so sick of the stupid branding name changes. HBO Max, Apple TV Plus just being Apple TV. Who cares? Why are we doing all of that? Just stick with what it was. You can't call it Amazon. You have to say Prime Video. Bitch, I don't care. Like,
why do they is it just now Prime? Like,
it's called Prime Video and trust me, I know because
all press knows.
But I'm just like, is it that deep? Is it that serious? Like, what is it? Whatever. So
It makes you think they want us to forget something horrible. Like you want us to, disassociate or something. But yeah, no, it's Apple Podcasts.
Okay, well, fuck it.
It's okay. My knees hurt when it rains. It's fine.
I'll say this. They chose to make the name longer.
Right.
6'7".
No,
okay.
Felicia, log off.
You gotta stay young. See, y'all don't.
Where's the mute? There it is. For those who are listening, I just muted Felicia. Unmute. All right. It's time for our shower thoughts. For our friends who listen to us in the shower, one, we love that you do that. I speak for all of us. Anywhere you're listening to us makes us happy. If you're in the shower, I really hope it does not involve crotch milk.
I was gonna say, if you're in the shower,
why not?
I literally was gonna say, if you're in the shower, I hope you know I have a robe on right now because I'm under the weather. So do whatever you want. If you want to make a little crotch milk, I don't care.
That's the thing. Why are we judging you? Of everyone who would do that, I don't think it would be you.
I just finish. Just wait till we're done. Wait till we're done, and then you can be done. I'm just saying, let us finish.
Please,
before you do.
Please.
Also, if you've been gone for 31 minutes, I'm very impressed.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of...
Anyway.
If you do anything, you have to buy our merch. I think that's fair.
That is fair. I think we should update the merch with some of the quotes for today. I'm not sure which ones, but I'm sure there is something worth it. I wouldn't wish life on anybody,
That's like so millennial cringe though, if we're gonna go there. Don't you think that's a bit of a millennial cringe line? Like,
to be fair, we are millennial cringe.
But okay, yes, but if we're gonna be like saying we need to be hip and with Gen Z, like we can't also be millennial cringe.
Oh,
to be fair, Felicia and I are millennial. You are Gen Z.
I'm on the cusp. I'm 96.
Is that like when sometimes people are like people are like Taurus and Geminis a little bit at the same time? Is that like that? Like the signs? Like on the cusp? Yeah,
because I'm 96, so it's like some sources say one thing, some sources say the other. So I'm in like a limbo state.
If I were you, I would claim Gen Z because I'm holding on to this youth forever. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna make it work for no matter what situation, which is why I say cusp. I can kind of claim both depending on the situation.
Well, so are you bi-generational then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, Taylor's bi.
Don't start spreading that rumor.
She said absolutely not.
Although my bi friend did say that I was allowed to claim bi in some spaces because I said if I had to choose someone, it would be Oscar Isaac. And she said, that's really good taste. You're allowed to claim bi in some circles if you'd like. So thank you.
When you mention your bi friend, you mean the one that I'm in love with who's married?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. Different bi friend.
You have too many bi friends.
I do, actually.
We should start a club. Taylor's bi friends.
I would love that, actually.
But like, can it be other types of buys? Because I'm like a bi Felicia. Like, can I join?
Sure. Yeah, I'll let you claim. I'll let you.
I've been bi-coastal. Like, yeah, let's just open it up.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm happy to let you.
All right. It's time for What Did We Learn? I learned a lot about antinatalism, and I looked up what the 999 Society is because I was like, I've never heard of this. And that is, like men say, it is a high IQ club or group that if you have a high IQ, you get essentially labeled. But IQs are stupid and useless and racist. So,
You have a more part of, to be quite honest with you.
Sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear what you said. Oh, she just left us.
She'll be back. I know it.
What did you learn?
I was going to talk about like IQs. A lot of the things are about potential, right? For like IQ, it's like potential to have something, the potential of something. It's like being gifted and talented, like as a kid, like it's just potential. You know how many gifted and talented kids are flipping burgers? They mama flipping burgers, but no one thought that would happen to Gifted and Talented. So I mean, yeah, but yeah, definitely the antinatalism thing was crazy to learn about that. And also I really appreciated Taylor's thoughts about how there's a lot of similarities, even though they're almost opposites, to antinatalists and people who are pro-life. So I thought that was actually really intriguing.
Agreed.
And I know now she's on the cusp of being a millennial and a Gen Z.
Nice. Taylor, I did not hear what you had said before you disappeared on us.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is so bad lately, but I said I can't think of a more insufferable group to be a part of than the 999 Society. I feel like that just might be the worst group of people you could ever be around. Like the elitism, I can't even imagine what that would be like.
Time out. Is it given cult because like 999 and you put a 9 upside down? Isn't that like 3 6s? Isn't that the devil?
6 7? No, yeah, you did it, so I had to do it. No, yeah, actually, I think you're onto something. Like this is giving Illuminati, like, but something different.
I would like the antinatalists to battle the 999 Club because I'm on the antinatalist side 100%.
Wait, I like that.
Well, I just want to talk to someone who is, because obviously this is a television show. It's a drama. These are made up characters. And so actually maybe like talking to someone who is a part of that and to kind of understand a little bit more, because maybe there are some things that we're obviously missing, and we're clowns. So we're just making funsies.
Yes.
But maybe there are some other points that they have. And I'm curious. I'm not saying I'm going to be converted because, but I'm curious.
Try to convert me.
It wouldn't take much.
Everyone else tries to convert me. I might as well spread your propaganda to me.
Oh yeah, you probably do get it on all sides.
I mean, even Jehovah's Witness, like they should be allowed to go to door too. Damn.
Taylor, anything you learned?
Yeah, actually, I learned banging and billing, which I thought was fascinating. I didn't
know
that term. Did someone share that when I got booted
off? No. That was my third one.
Yeah, banging and billing, which I thought was such a crazy term. I'm going to teach my sister because she's going to be a lawyer in like a couple of months. I'm going to be like, don't be banging and billing.
I mean,
or do game bag, I guess. I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, awesome. This episode was for such a wild ride. It was very educational.
Can I teach someone a term that I made up?
Okay.
That guy who was trying to get with all the different girls, I'm going to call him an activist chaser.
Ooh.
I think we should start using that.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a method.
Yeah. Honestly,
morals.
I'm not saying that I support it, but I do respect having a hustle to get laid. It's not a good one.
Well, he thought outside the box.
He really did. It's impressive.
I have a hustle for you. So have you heard of the tall people meetups?
Yes.
I want to go to them so bad because they're for everybody. But then I'm like, dang, I'm not really like tall. Should I not go? But then it's like, why would I not go find the cream of the crop?
So they have at a few of them, they award the tallest person and the shortest person some sort of award. I was tempted to go because I would absolutely
be you're short. You're like actually short. I don't think I'd be the shortest, but you're actually short.
I am 5'6" ish. So
damn lie, because I'm 5'6" and I'm definitely taller than you, even without heels. Why are you lying?
We'll talk about this off the air. I'm 5'6".
Boobs on your shoulders.
I'm 5'6".
Okay. Yeah, you are 5'6".
Thank you.
I think
that sounds right. Anyway, any other thoughts on this episode before we wrap it up?
I found it interesting that Olivia was comparing Griffin to somebody that she knows that he reminds her of. I thought that was interesting because that was an Elliot call out, no?
You think?
Maybe.
Like, huh. I mean, that's what I assumed. And I was like, what a weird comparison to be drawing here. But
what a bad comparison to be drawing.
That's what I was saying. I mean, he came in pretty aggressive and hot. But so I was like, oh, she's like mentioning Elliot. Like, what a weird way to do that.
I hate his outfits. I hate his outfit. I hated it so much. Who the fuck is wearing a tan shirt and on top, like a open button up plaid shirt on top. Like, what type of dad outfit is that? That was disgusting. Ew. It was so gross. And also I meant to put that Curry's arms are great. Her arms are like shredded. She has some great arms. I love that they had her arms out. I was like, damn, I need to start doing like some push-ups. I won't, but I probably need to.
Doreen joined us live in the chat and she said the season is so good. It's not predictable. Love it. Agreed. I think the season so far has been going very well. We will be back for the new episodes at our regular time. I believe we'll talk about it. Just so that you don't miss anything with us, make sure you've subscribed again wherever you listen to podcasts, be that Apple Podcasts or Spotify or other platforms. Those do exist. We are also on YouTube every Sunday-ish at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. That is when we are live. So if you want to be part of the live chat, we would love to have you. Until next episode, Felicia, where are you at on the internet and what are you up to these days?
The next time y'all see me, I promise I'll have on real clothes.
Don't make that promise.
And this robe is kind of comfortable. I'm just saying, it could be my thing. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
I am here and I'm also on the internets at Felicia Michelle everywhere. I just put up my Jackson's interview. I got to interview the Jacksons back in 2024 and they talked about their thoughts about the Jackson biopic. So if you want to hear any of their thoughts and check that out, you can go to my page and hear that. I'm also, if you are in the cornfields of Indiana, you can surely come on out to Nobles O Boom. I'm the in-arena host, and I will be there next game, November 23rd. I will be there. So if you're want to, like basketball, go sports, yell out my name. And if I don't hear you, just start singing the theme song. And I promise my ears will perk up and I will find you.
The SVU theme song?
Yes.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
I really hope someone does that for you.
I pray they do. I really do.
Yeah. Taylor, what about you? Where are you at?
I'm on Twitter at alphabet_Ann. I'm on Instagram at Taylor_Gates_. Yeah, find me there.
All right.
Is your life hell because of Wicked for Good coming back out and your handle?
No, no one really ever mentions that.
Right.
It is funny though, because I've had that since I was like literally 14. Like that's why the handle is that, because I was going through my phase at 14 and I just have never changed it. But
never changed.
I kind of like it. It gives me some street cred because like I was here before you guys were here. Like so it kind of makes me happy. I'm like, that's right.
Before we wrap up, Sebastian in the chat said, I love Fazegas as the showrunner. She's amazing. We agree. I am Yael Tygiel. I'm on Instagram at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. If you watch tonight's very special 2020 celebrating the Golden Girls, I am in this. I don't speak. I'm in the background. If you spot me, that's very exciting. But check out tonight's 2020 celebration of, I think, the 40th anniversary of Golden Girls. My friend has a Golden Girls podcast and hosts a Golden Girls trivia night in West Hollywood. And so I was there and I am in the background.
I love that. That's so cool.
That's my big exciting thing right now. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next episode. Bye.
Bye.